It's the action that is done most consistently. وَإِن قَلَّ, even if it is something that you do that's small. In our minds, we often think that it's about the quantity. But we know that quality is much more important. Anyone who has a loved one or someone close to them and you're buying them a gift, you'll be surprised that sometimes it's not about what you get them that you think it's important. Sometimes it's more valuable to get them something that they want. I remember once I was traveling with my young children, both of them, and my daughter, she wanted something. It was those 25 cents, toys that you turn around. I didn't have 25 cents in my pocket, but I felt so bad that there was a store nearby, Walmart. I got a $25 toy. And she was throwing a tantrum. She's like, no, I want it. And who has quarters these days? You have to go get change. I only had my credit card. I didn't know what to do. And she's crying. And I got this toy for her. That's $25, so much more. And she still doesn't want it. I get it, I buy it for her, she throws it to the ground. And I'm thinking to myself, subhanAllah, what does she want? So then I drove to the local store. I had a few dollars. I got a change. I got that quarter. I brought out this little gooey toy. Allah knows what you do with it. If you ever bought something from that little turn machine, it's something so useless. Anyways, I bought that thing, and subhanAllah, the moment it went in her hand, she stopped crying. And I said, in my mind, I thought, $25, this expensive toy from Walmart, it's all she didn't want it. 25 cents. Allah knows, you do the math on that, how much of a fraction that is, and it made her so happy. Very similar, in our minds, we have certain things that what's going to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy? That the whole year, I'm going to live my life the way it is. On Laylatul Qadr, I'm going to come here, cry like I've never cried before, and that's what's going to make Allah happy. No. أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِن قَلَّ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, don't look at the dollar tag, don't look at the price. On the day of Laylatul Qadr, mashallah, I gave $100,000. That's great, big amount. But the rest of the year, I'm not doing anything. I'm not coming to the masjid, I'm not praying, I'm not doing anything. But flip that. Myself, I don't have the means of supporting, donating. I have a little bit. But every week when I come to the masjid for Jumu'ah, I'm putting $5. Every week I come, I put $5. And I do that, and on Laylatul Qadr, all I have is another $5, but that's what I'm giving. In the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's much more important because it's sentimental value. It's the value of quality, not the value of quantity. So when we think about our ibadat, let's remember, istiqamah, consistency is very important. If it happens in our own relationships, then obviously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us what He wants. أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِن قَلَّ. The most beloved actions to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those that you do continuously, consistently, even if they are very small in your eyes, but they are major in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all istiqamah to do actions that we find pleasure in and also gets the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, after the remaining salat, there will be very important talk about the iman and effort of the iman. Brother request to participate. We all get the benefit.